Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy for Now. It's me, Isabel, here with my twice yearly book haul. I think you'll get one in January-ish for like birthday, Christmas, but I don't do hauls very often because I don't buy a ton of books, to be honest with you. But after Steamylit and other things, I do actually have a decent sized stack to share. Like, I think I'm at 50 plus books. I did leave one downstairs, and you know what, I'm not gonna get it. We'll just throw up a picture of it. It's fine. I don't even know where to start. That's how many books I have. But yeah, this is a cumulative haul of the last 7 months. And again, I went to Steamylit, so I did buy a lot of things at Steamylit, and got free books also. Like, I didn't just buy, I also got free books at Steamylit. So like, it just kind of accumulated, and I was like, we need to do this now, because I don't need to haul 100 plus books in January or whatever I end up at. You know, like, I just don't need to do that. So let's dive in. One of my newest pickups literally came in today. Like, it's like it knew that I had this haul happening and it got delivered today. But I got the Barnes & Noble edition of King of Pride and King of Greed. I read both of these. King of Pride is my favorite. King of Greed was fine. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. It's like a 3.5 for me, I think. I don't know. I'm still torn about this one. I was very anticipatory of this book, and I think that's the problem. Whereas King of Pride just really surprised me, and I loved Kai. Either way, I have the Barnes & Noble's editions of both of these. I do not have the Barnes & Noble edition of King of Wrath, unfortunately, because that sold out before I could get it. But I'm happy I have these two with our little bonus little bit. They're really pretty. So this is a series you're going to see me haul again, because I do think I want the new covers as well. I don't know. I haven't decided, but I have a bunch of Kimberly Lemming here for you. I've got That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. These are signed and personalized from Kimberly. I have Mistletoe. That Time I Got Drunk and Needed a Love Potion and a Werewolf. And That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. So I did pick these three up from Kimberly at Steamylit because it was the only chance to get this one as a paperback because of the new covers. And yeah, I'm really glad I got these. I love this series. I need to read Mistletoe this winter. Like, this is on my winter TBR. So I'll be reading this soon, and then I will be fully through this series. And, you know, it's just one of my favorite cozy fantasy romances. This was a fun, like, Steamylit find for me, which was Being Hospitable by Mika James. I really enjoyed this when I read it. And, yeah, this is just a fun sapphic. And I highly recommend it for the holiday season if you haven't read it yet. Plus, it's very short, but yeah. Okay, so these three are an author that is quickly becoming a favorite. One, I love her presence online. But two, I am still thinking about Syndicate of Sense. So, like, I don't know what that says, but I'm still thinking about this. So I met her at Steamylit as well, got that signed, and then my friend Esty sent me the Hello Lovely box of Syndicate of Sense. So I'm really excited to have the special cover. And of course, I also have Skeletons of Society. These are all by Marie Maravilla, and I do need to read this one. This one is on my, like, read this soon list. But I love that series. It is a dark romance mafia book, and it just kind of hits all the things that I want. Specifically, Syndicate of Sense and our Wide Shoes romance elements were fantastic for me. Next, we have one of my favorite covers, I think, of recent time, and that is Anna Marie and the Fox. This is another one. I met her at Steamylit, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a copy and get it signed. I think I'm going to love this. I love this cover. It's a thing. I was like, I'm going to get it. So I did pick this up at Steamylit as well. A lot of these are going to be Steamylit titles. And I had a wonderful time chatting with Liana de la Rosa. She was so sweet. And it came with like this really, really pretty art. So I'm very excited. And we talked about her next book, which the character has my name. And that's exciting. I love that I'm getting more Isabels in books, because it wasn't much of a thing, honestly, for a very long time. Next, we have a book I have been putting off reading forever because I don't want to say goodbye to the boys yet, but that's Tanked by Mia Hopkins. Mia, I adore you. She was fantastic to meet. She was so sweet in person, unsurprising. I got to tell her about my friend who is a huge fan of hers and just delightful. Got my copy of Tanked signed, which means I don't have Thirsty, but like, you can't buy Thirsty anywhere. It's fine. I'm still sad about it, but Tanked is here, and I need to read Tanked because I do need to finish off the Rosa boys, but like, I don't want to say goodbye, you know? Like, I'm really struggling with the finality of the series. Next, we have some musts. I mean, I had to get these. I had to get Morning Glory Milking Farm by C.M. Nacasta in this cover. I mean, it's stunning. I love this book. It's fantastic. Big part of my monster journey. I just realized there's no title on this. I thought there was a title right here, and there's not. I love that this art is just front and center. Anyways, this is How to Marry a Marble Marquis, the first book in the Monster Ball series, and I really liked this. To be honest, like, I was really surprised at how much I liked this. I think this was fan-freaking-tastic. It hit a lot of my favorite tropes. I love a gargoyle romance. So I was just tickled by this. But yeah, I loved this one. Next, we have Not So Kind Regards by Cleo Evans. I got this signed. I have not read it yet, but it's white shoes, and I have a thing for white shoes. We know this, / polyamory. Like, I love thruples. I love a big mix of people lately. And I love this cover. So even if I don't like it, I just love this cover so much that I felt like it was worth getting. Also, the back. Witches Get Bitches. I love it. Obsessed. But this is a workplace romance. I don't know a ton about it beyond that, and I'm honestly just really excited to read it. I know the audio's on Scribd, so I'll probably listen to it on Scribd soon. But again, it's also not very long. It feels like a good, you know, a one evening sit and read, so it's gonna happen. Next, we have one of my favorite alien romances I read this year, and I do want to read the rest of the series and potentially order it from her site, but that's Taken to Viraxia by Elizabeth Stevens. This was so good. This was such a good twist on every other romance trope I've read to date, and I just adored it. I don't know. It was so good. Elizabeth Stevens was super sweet in person as well, but I really like this series and I want to continue. Next, we have the prettiest edition of a book I like marathoned before the event and then was mad at myself because I didn't pre-order it because I was like, what if I don't like it? But I loved it. And that's Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. This cover is so cute. And then we've got the goat on the back. And honestly, what more do you need? But this is an age gap, older woman, younger man, kind of different worlds situation, you know, like the title. She's like a surgeon, doctor-y, and he is like a local at a town that's like very small and touristy. And I loved them together. I loved this so much. It was so good. Okay, then we have Sweet Hand by N.G. Peltier because she attended, and like, she lives in the Caribbean. So I was just like, oh my God, you're here. Like, I kind of just was like, oh my God, you're here. I cannot believe you're here. I'm so excited you're here. And I loved Sweet Hand. So of course, when I saw they had Don't Go Breaking My Heart, which I still need to read, because again, same thing. I should just do a vlog where I read the books I keep putting off. But anyways, I've been putting it off because I don't want to be caught up on her works, and I just love her books so much. So I also got both of these signed by her, and what a sweetheart. I didn't meet any rude authors, so that's always nice. Then I also picked up Love Theoretically. Wow. Love Theoretically by Allie Hazelwood to get signed. I found this at Sam's or Costco on release day. So I bought it. I enjoyed this one a lot. I thought it was fun. I enjoy Allie's books in general though. So, you know, if they're for you, they're for you. If they're not, they're not. Time for the hefty boy. Okay. So I got Pucking Ever After Volume 1. I thought I also got that One Night, but I can't find it. Anyways, the real thing you're here for is the fact that I have Pucking Around by Emily Rath, the special edition, the behemoth. That is a chunky boy. It is very long. Pages are like broken up in a way that you don't get the full length. It's fine. Anyways, it's a big boy and I love it. And I need to get the regular version of this book so I can annotate it because I don't think I want to annotate my special edition. That's where I'm sitting right now, at least. I don't know. But yeah, I got both of those and I'm so happy about it. Oh, next we have a book I bought and didn't like. We have Assistant to the Villain. This was not for me at all. It was in my TikTok video where I read books that follow me around on TikTok. It just didn't work for me personally at all. So this is going to go to the Half Price Books probably, or to McKay's, or it's going to go somewhere. It's not staying in my home. Okay, next we have Iris Kelly Doesn't Date, which I got signed at Parnassus. I went to her launch event for this book, and I'm very proud of myself for going. Because I don't social well, always. But I want to show you the adorable stickers we got with the book. So yeah, I got this signed. And I think all of my copies now are signed for this series, so that's exciting. I'm sure you can tell the stack is in no particular order. I got A Game of Fate by Scarlett St. Clair. This was a freebie at Steamylit as well. I think this is going to go in a giveaway because I don't think I'm going to read it. I didn't love the one I read by her. I also got Barbarian's Mate by Ruby Dixon. If you are watching and you want cute freebies like this, I'm trying to get it in frame. Hold on. It's very hard to show a sticker. And a signed book plate from Ruby. You can still pre-order from this cute little indie bookstore called Story on the Square. It is in McDonough, Georgia. And that's where I got mine. You can also get some Kimberly Linneming signed there. But I think you have like until early December to do so. I need to order my next one for Ruby from there. I love this. Love the new covers. I am basically just buying all of the new covers for Ruby because there's no other choice. Then I also have Salt in the Wound by Sierra Simone. This is the prequel to Salt Kiss. I really enjoyed this. I read the audio via Hoopla and I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I got this for free when I met Sierra at Steamylit, which was really sweet that she was just handing these out if you went through her line. And I enjoyed it and I'm excited to read Salt Kisses. Next we have By the Hidden Culture, History, and Science of Bisexuality. I'm actually going to pull this out because I want to read it soon. But it's one that I'm reading physically and like annotating as I read probably. So yeah, it's not super long for a nonfic, honestly. It's under 200 pages. It's 182 pages and the rest is all like bibliography and stuff. But I'm really excited to read this. This is one that when I saw it was coming out was like immediately on my radar. So it needs to happen. I'm going to set it further to the side so I don't put it back in the stack. Okay, next we have two Kathleen Yardleys. I have Gouda Friends. I don't know anything about this. This is another one I got at Steamylit for free and I loved role-playing so much that I felt like I'm not going to say no to these. My mom didn't take her books. She was like, you can have them. So here I am. I took them because she doesn't really she has like a selected amount of of books that she keeps. Anyways, I also got Love, Comment, Subscribe from Kathy, which is another one I wanted to read. So again, I'm very excited for both of these. I think they're going to be a good time. I really, really enjoyed role-playing. Then we have The Only Purple House in Town by Anna Guire. This is one that a lot of people I know did not like. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to read it. I love the art. It's just super chill, witchy vibes. And yeah, I just don't know if I want to read it or not. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet, but this is one that I got. If you've read it, let me know. I'd love to know your thoughts. But yeah, I love the cover. It's got such fun art, like filigree designs on it. Next, we have Silent Night by Evie Mitchell and The Marriage Claim by Evie Mitchell. So she actually signed both sides of this, which I thought was really cute. And I got it because Roy and Keeley, Princess Diaries fic. Delightfulness. Evie was also absolutely amazing to meet. Next, we have something that I got sent by Bethany over at Beautifully Bookish Bethany. We did a little book swap. She sent me Kiss and Spell by Celestine Martenside, and I'm so happy I have it because I've read this and I loved it. Oh my gosh, it was so good, y'all. And because I loved it so much, I'm just happy I have it in hand and signed by Celestine because I don't think she's done any events around me yet. Oh my god. Okay, another gift. So my friend Steph over in Australia went to one of the Australia book event things, like one of the signings, and she met Nalani Singh. And I was like, would you get me a signed copy of Heart of Obsidian? Please. Like, could that happen? And lo and behold, Steph sent me a signed copy of my favorite. I kind of want to revisit this book already. Also, I love the way the UK covers are set up. Anyways, obsessed with the fact that I own this. Obsessed with the fact that I think she's coming to Steamylit next year. So, like, listen, I will get to take my other copy. I mean, I have 2 copies of this book. I love this book. So, I might annotate this and do a little traveling book with some friends. But either way, I'm just, like, I wanted to cry when I got this. It was just, it's such a special thing. So, if you didn't know, covers are changing for a certain series that I love. That series being the Alona Andrews Hidden Legacy series. So, we have Burn For Me in the old cover. I don't hate the new covers, but I don't love the new covers. We have White Hot. We have Wildfire. I have Diamond Fire, which is like the novella. Then I have Emerald Blaze and Sapphire Flames. I do need to get Ruby Flames. I don't know how I didn't get Ruby Fever already, but I for some reason didn't pre-order it. This is not bad for me. I don't haul often, so I feel like this is not a terrible amount of books. I got The Lotus Palace by G.D. Lynn, one of my favorite historical romances with a mystery element. She was selling these at her table and I could have cried because I wanted to order it ahead of time and I couldn't get it. So I was very happy. I also picked up The Hidden Moon by Jeannie Lynn because I just adore her and wanted to buy her books. We got a book for my nephew from her, like that she wrote for her kids. Very cute. Love it. I also got A Merry Little Meet Cute to get signed by Sierra and Julie because I had to. And honestly, I'm so happy I did. They were so fun. They wanted my stickers that I gave away at Steamylit, which was precious. That is all of the books I bought in the last 7 months. Let me know the last book you bought. Are you like buying much? Are you not buying a ton? Like what are you up to on your book buying habits? I'd be curious to know. And if you don't want to do that, leave me a book stack emoji, obviously, because this is stacks on stacks. And I will have links to all the books down below for you if you're curious about any of them, so you can find them, as well as links if you're a friend anywhere on the internet. And I will talk to y'all in just a few days. Bye.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away.